1. Freedom of religion, which has two parts: no establishment and free exercise. 2. Freedom of speech. 3. Freedom of the press. 4. Freedom of assembly. 5. Freedom to petition the government. These aren't granted by government. The First Amendment doesn't say, quote, Congress grants the right to free speech, unquote. It says, quote, Congress shall make no law, unquote, restricting these rights. They pre-exist government. Government's job is to protect them, not permit them. Why did the framers put these specific protections first? Because they had lived under a government that punished dissent, that had a state religion, that prohibited assembly, that censored the press. They knew that democracy cannot survive without these freedoms. You cannot have a government by consent of the governed if people can't speak freely, if the press can't report on what government does, if people can't criticize their leaders. Let's look at international law. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 19, states, quote, Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media, and regardless of frontiers, unquote. Article 18 protects freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. And Article 26 establishes the right to education, stating that education, quote, shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, racial or religious groups, unquote. Now, why does press freedom specifically matter? In 1971, the Supreme Court decided New York Times Company v. Sullivan, which established that public figures must prove, quote unquote, actual malice to win defamation suits against the press. The court recognized that vigorous debate about public officials is essential to democracy, even if that debate is sometimes harsh or mistaken. Justice William O. Douglas wrote, quote, The dominant purpose of the First Amendment was to prohibit the widespread practice of governmental suppression of embarrassing information, unquote. Think about that. The First Amendment exists specifically to protect information that embarrasses the government.